Hello, and welcome back to the Volume Vegan Cooking Channel. Today I wanted to post a video to help you with ideas of what to bring to various holiday gatherings throughout the season. This one is an absolute hit, a vegan spinach-artichoke dip. I used to sell this dip when I owned a vegan cheese company, and it was one of my most in-demand items, selling out at every farmer's market. It's creamy, it's so delicious, and most importantly, it's simply made out of simple ingredients. Get out a skillet and a blender, and let's get started. My first step was to preheat my skillet to medium-high heat. Once heated, I added about a teaspoon of grapeseed oil and swirled it around the pan. And then I added about half of a yellow onion that I have sliced up. Chop it up a little bit more fine if you're not that much of a fan of onion, but we're going to cook it down so that it's all transparent and caramelized. So the flavor profile is definitely going to change from that raw onion taste. Sprinkle a little salt over the top of them and let them start cooking as we prep our next step. Come back to stir them pretty regularly though. I'm just going to put together the spice mix that I'm going to use in the skillet. So I have started with half a teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm using a little less than a half a teaspoon of sea salt since I've already sprinkled some over the onion, and a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper if you're so inclined, or to taste, whichever you prefer. Mix your spice mix together with a fork and just set it to the side. After my spice mix was ready, I drained a 14-ounce can of artichoke quarters that were packed in brine, and I just squeezed them until most of the moisture came out of the chunks before chopping them up and then adding them into the skillet with the onion mixture. I just mix them in and I allow them to heat through and saute alongside the onions as we continue to prep our other ingredients. So here I am putting together my cashew cream. I'm adding half a cup of raw cashews to my blender. If you are not using a very high power blender like Vitamix or a commercial blender like mine, you will want to soak your cashews for several hours or overnight before this step. And I am adding in an equal amount of water, so half a cup of water, and a quarter cup of Nutritional yeast flakes for that cheesy flavor. I'm adding in around 4 cloves of minced garlic and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And in between all of this, I kind of come back to stir my onion artichoke mixture around to check on it and see where it's at. So here you can see how lovely and caramelized the onions are. So I am sprinkling in my spice mix just evenly over the whole pan. I'm going to mix it in completely, and I'm going to allow the spices to toast in the pan for a few moments. And while that's happening, I've got a 12-ounce bag of frozen baby spinach, and I've mostly thawed it out. So I'm just squeezing the excess water out of just clumps of the spinach from the bag. And I've noticed that some of them are a little icy still. That's fine. This is a hot pan, so I'm just going to put the spinach directly in contact with the bottom of the hot pan to quickly melt it and to help steam and cook any excess water that's left right out of the spinach. And then, just come back now and then to move the spinach around in the mixture to mix it in and to help cook that excess water out. So now I'm just going to blend my cashew mixture together until it is smooth and combined. Here is what the cashew cream that we have made looks like. And my skillet, when the spinach has been cooked into the mixture, this is what it looks like completed. So I'm going to turn the heat completely off of the eye, but just leave my skillet hot on the hot eye of the stove, and I'm going to pour the cashew cream into the skillet and just mix it in very thoroughly, making sure that all the vegetables are completely covered in the mix. And the heat from the skillet is warming up the cashew cream, and it's thickening it up slightly as it sits. And here it is. It's creamy, it's cheesy, it's ready to eat. You could absolutely sprinkle some gluten-free breadcrumbs over it and then stick this cast iron skillet under the broiler to toast some breadcrumbs if you wanted to make it more of a baked dip, if that's more your style. But otherwise, it's good to go. It refrigerates beautifully. It's fantastic eaten cold as well. We enjoy it on chips, of course, but I'm far more likely to pair it up with slices of cucumber or some mini sweet bell peppers these days. Thank you so much for checking out another one of my cooking videos. I hope that it helps you think of something to bring to your holiday parties and that sort of thing this season. And of course, any time of the year is really, really a good time for the spinach artichoke dip. Please like and share my video with your friends. Get in the comments and tell me what you think. And of course, subscribe to my channel while you're here. Turn on those notifications so that you never miss another one of my videos. Have a wonderful week. I hope that you eat really good today. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.